Since October 7th, everything changed. Death became a constant shadow, and every humanitarian duty a daily journey into the unknown. But amid the fire and the siege, the PRCS stood firm. More than 147,000 emergency cases were transported to safety by the Palestine Red Crescent ambulances. At a time when every second meant the difference between life and death, the PRCS remained constantly on the front lines. A total of 1,412 individuals were evacuated from conflict zones for life-saving treatment abroad. The Palestine Red Crescent undertook this high-risk operation with professionalism and courage. 14,000 displaced people took shelter within Al-Quds Hospital in Tel Al-Hawa, seeking safety that no longer existed. But even refuge was not spared. The hospital was forced to evacuate patients, staff, and families to the south, with only a few ambulances, wounded in trucks, and many walking on foot. Over 27,000 medical services were provided at Al-Quds Hospital under siege, under fire. Yet it stood, a light of hope amid death. Over 820,000 medical services were provided by Al-Amal Hospital in Khan Yunis, supporting the health of the people and serving both citizens and displaced families in the south. The hospital endured siege and was raided twice, the latest on March 24th, when all were forced to flee. Yet on May 1st, 2024, the Palestine Red Crescent reopened it, restoring its life-saving mission. The University College for Ability Development at the PRCS hosted 9 academic institutions, enabling dozens of students to defend their theses. During war, the PRCS established 2 field hospitals. The first, Al-Quds Field Hospital, began in Rafah, moved to Al-Mawasi Khan Yunis after the initial incursion, and later returned to Rafah to serve returning civilians. Today it stands closed and under siege due to the second incursion into Rafah city. The second, the Red Crescent Field Hospital in Al-Saraya, Gaza, was first set up in Khan Yunis, then relocated to Gaza City to support the health sector in the city. Through both, 296,021 patients were treated. With its own resources, the PRCS established a fully equipped mobile operating room built to international medical standards, ready to be deployed and operated wherever needed on the ground. 3 vaccination campaigns against polio were conducted by the PRCS across its hospitals, clinics, and medical points. A total of 81,408 children received the vaccine, an effort to protect an entire generation from disability. Children were welcomed into organized, safe spaces. The PRCS established 29 clinics across the Gaza Strip. Only 17 remain open, still serving the people, while 12 were forced to shut down. These clinics have provided medical services to nearly 1,078,490 individuals. the PRCS received 24,343 trucks of aid through Gaza's crossings. Loaded with food, medicine, and water, the trucks brought critical relief. Despite the risks, the PRCS worked tirelessly to distribute the aid without delay. The PRCS established 30 shelter camps across the Gaza Strip, including 2 for persons with disabilities and cancer patients. 7 of these shelters remain operational. The rest have shut down for various reasons. A total of 46,916 displaced people found refuge in these camps, seeking safety amid widespread destruction. 774,890 affected families received humanitarian assistance from the PRCS, a lifeline to ease suffering and meet basic needs under harsh conditions. Since the beginning of the war, PRCS ambulances, facilities, and teams have suffered repeated violations. 488 incidents were documented. 46 PRCS staff members were killed, 28 of them in the line of duty. On March the 23rd, 2025, contact was lost with an ambulance team responding to an emergency call in Tel al-Sultan, Rafah. Days later, on March the 29th, it was confirmed the team had been killed. 8 PRCS staff members lost their lives in the line of duty, risking everything to save others while the world around them was collapsing. 1 crew member was later released. The incident sparked global condemnation and stands as yet another testament to the bravery of those who face death, so others may live.
The souls of Mustafa, Izzuddin, Saleh, Rifat, Muhammad Bahlul, Muhammad Al-Hili, Ashraf Ra'id, asking for justice. Can you hear them?
Amid the rubble and tents, there had to be a space that brought life back to the people. Over 1,056,000 individuals benefited from the PRCS psychosocial rehabilitation and community work programs. Among these efforts, the Dream Bus traveled between camps, bringing joy to children's faces and giving them the moments of play and hope they so deserve. Another sign of resilience: the shaded school established by the PRCS in Al-Mawasi. 140 boys and girls joined, carrying small bags and big dreams. The PRCS activated the oxygen plant generation at Al-Quds Hospital in Gaza, then repaired and moved the old unit, installing it at Al-Amal Hospital so thousands in the south could breathe again. In March 2025, the PRCS brought Al-Quds Hospital back to life. reopening its doors in Gaza after months of forced closure imposed by the occupation. When machines fell silent, services vanished, and hope stood still at a locked hospital gate. Al-Quds Hospital returned. This medical landmark, once a lifeline for Gaza, was silenced by fire and destruction. But today, it speaks again. We are still here, still healing wounds. 4 operating rooms are now functional again, receiving critical patients from Gaza City and the north. The ophthalmology department was also reopened, bringing back glimpses of light to those who had lost it. This is not a story about a building or a single moment, but about an unbreakable will. It is about an organization that carried its mission through fire and rubble. Over 1 million medical services and more than 10,000 surgeries. Numbers that can't capture the pain, but stand as a testament to a resilience that knows no limits. The Palestine Red Crescent Society. When the world goes silent, humanity speaks.